Welcome everyone, I'm here with Scarlett and we are having a quick chat after they just won against Team MVP. First of all, how do you feel right now? You didn't come out today, but how was the experience being in the studio and beating the MVP team?
It was great. It was really nice seeing MMA win again. It's been a long time since he's been performing a little poorly at the end of his Liberty, and now in the Storm, especially with the new medevacs, it's helping him a lot play better, and I think he's going to be really strong and good for us this season.
Are you close? I mean, do you talk about it before you came to Korea?
Not so much before when we met in CBIT, since then we talked a lot, but he has pretty good English, and I'm starting to learn a little bit of Korean.
Can he help you with the matchup, or what do you guys talk about?
Mostly for help with matchups, I talk to Mia. He's actually, Mia's a really good Zerg player. In the GSL, I found out he's actually 0 to 11, but apparently he has really bad nerve issues. When I watch him practice, like, he's really good.
That's really interesting to know.
Yeah.
Like, we talked about Mia a lot, and he definitely, when he was in Slayers, he had like a lot of potential, but it always felt like he had a big problem with his nerves.
Yeah.
How about yours? How nervous were you today?
I wasn't nervous. Like, if I was going to play, then I would be nervous then, but not just being in the studio and watching.
Why didn't you play? Not confident enough today, or?
A little bit. First, I hadn't been playing Crowded Storm until release. I'd only been playing like 50 games, maybe in the beta. Because I was planning on focusing heavily on IPL 6, since many of the players weren't going to be playing Windows Liberty anymore, so I wanted to do really well there, but I got cancelled.
Yeah,
And
unfortunately.
then I came here, and there was an issue, miscommunication between the teams, and there was no computer for me until Tuesday this week, so...
You told me about that. You switched with Crank, right?
Yeah, I like staying up really late, and he was getting up early because he was trying to switch to UK time because he's at a tournament there right now.
Oh, he did that already when he was in Korea?
Partly, yeah.
It was actually quite smart. I mean, do you have a problem with jet lag when you travel to events?
Not really, no. My hours are always really weird even at home because I like staying up really late.
So you don't really care. So it means when you are jet lagged, you have a normal sleep schedule?
Exactly.
Okay, that must have turned out quite nice.
Yeah.
So is now everything fixed? Do you have your own computer and you can practice?
Yeah.
I mean, with him gone, of course, there's one left, but when he returns, is that going to be an issue?
No, Acer sent one. It just took longer than expected. It got here on Tuesday. So, yeah, I've been playing since then.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit about if you would come out as the last player, and you told me even before the match started that you weren't quite sure if you wanted to come out. I felt that being the last player adds a lot of additional pressure.
Yeah.
You have to be like the ace of your team and all of the responsibilities on your shoulders. Would you rather start as the starting player, or would you like to come in second or third?
Second or third, I think.
Yeah.
I was supposed to play last, actually. They all wanted me to play last. First of all, Icarus and Whirlwind are the maps left. And Icarus CBZ, it's really weird because their base is far away and the opening to your main is really big. There's no ramp to block with queens, so all ones are really strong on it. I'm mainly best at Muta vs Muta in ZBZ, so I was like, and if I chose Whirlwind, then they would send out a good Terran player on Icarus, and right now I'm only mediocre against Terran, and Icarus is a really good Terran map. So.
How do you feel in general about Heart of the Swarm? You said you focus a lot on IPL, you play a lot of Wings of Liberty, so with your 50 games that you played in Heart of the Swarm, do you like it more than Wings of
15
Liberty?
beta, I played more since.
Okay.
A lot more.
Okay.
It's more fun to play for sure. It was kind of boring at the end of Wings of Liberty because the strategies didn't change.
Yeah.
And the games, you kind of just sat there for most of the game and not do anything. Like spread creep, spread creep, spread creep, spread lords and then win. But now in Heart of the Swarm, you have to be aggressive, you have to switch up your strategies always. I like it more, except right now it's a lot more difficult, especially for Zerg.
What do you think about the balance right now? I mean, what gives it problems, and where do you think maybe Zerg is even a little bit too strong, if that exists in your opinion?
Air Protoss is way too strong right now. I've seen on streams watching me play Protoss right now. They can just go like 3 base and then only Void Rays, like a few Zealots, 2 sentries, and then only Void Rays, and that beats any anti-air Zerg house. Especially if you follow it up with like Tempests and High Templar. It's really silly.
Do you think there will be a change in the metagame and Zerg will find an answer, or do you feel this is really an issue where Blizzard has to take a look and be like, maybe we have to change something here?
It's probably too soon to tell. I think a slight nerf but Zerg also has to find a response. But the thing is, corruptors lose to void rays really badly, and void rays hit air and ground. Corruptors only hit air. Hydras lose to void rays. Queens lose. Queens are okay, but once they get feedback, then the queens all die instantly. So.
Yeah, we saw that with Squirtle yesterday. I mean, we already talked about it before the match today. Squirtle tried to use queens quite a lot, but sorry, not Squirtle, of course, Squirtle's opponent. But Squirtle himself never really countered it with feedback. He went into Archons, which worked quite well for him in the end, I guess. But we saw a little bit of that air style in that game.
Feedback would have worked even better.
Yeah, I think he was a little bit scared.
The Ultras were kind of useless that game, so it was iffy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the game was very interesting, and Squirtle said that he wanted to show like the new units apparently, or wanted to show like a new strategy. He had this post interview where he talked about that. It was quite interesting. Besides that, one of the things that we saw today was Widowmines playing a huge role, once killing 10 probes of tails, and then in the game against DRG, the last one, killing 10 drones of DRG. Do you think that is an issue, or do you just... I mean, in the last game it was basically a sliver of DRG. He knew the Widowmine was there. He didn't have the detection in time. He just thought it was going to be okay over the cooldown. Do you think this is something that has to be addressed, or do you feel like this is completely fine, just develops... It needs a little bit of time to get used to it?
He actually had an overseer running. He just forgot about the mine. Like, he was sitting just at range with an overseer and a bunch of links, and then he let it kill the drones. But in the game we have MMA against... Monster, his new idea, I don't remember what it is, but...
I actually forgot already.
Axiom.
Naxo, I think so.
That's actually how most of the Terrans are playing on ladder right now. They just go Marine, Marauder, Medevac, and Widowmines. They don't make tanks at all.
MMA did that too.
Yeah, that's what I was in the game with Icarus. And it's strong. I don't think it's... Zerg has to get used to it, because it's really different by Green as Widowmines and tanks. So definitely leave it for you for now, but one of the things... If they do change something, I think what they should look at is maybe make it on air. But against ground, it's definitely fine. The problem is they kill observers and overseers, they kill detection.
Yeah, I feel the problem when you take the anti-air damage away might be in the matchup against Protoss, because then suddenly Orbital becomes so much stronger, especially against Marines, so that might be an issue. But I agree, I mean, a little bit more time. We only had basically MLG so far.
Yeah.
So now with the GSTL, we have a few more games that you can look at, and we'll see a lot develop. Talking a little bit about Korea and your stay here, how do you like it so far?
I like it a lot. I expected I wouldn't.
Why?
I don't know. I think a lot of North America is really quite boring, so it's nice to... especially where I live, there's not much to do.
And
well, I'm kind of an introvert, so it helps living with a lot of people too. But, I don't know. I've been to China before. I like that. Being here, it's nice. It's nice change, and I don't know. I was already interested in the culture, so.
So how is your Korean coming along? Are they teaching you a lot, or are you mostly talking in English?
I'm talking in English partly. I'm learning first words, like, I can't speak sentences, like proper grammar, of course. That's something to learn later, but I'm learning words to communicate, and I've learned a lot of basic ones.
Yeah, it's usually enough. If you want to go for a full sentence, you have to like basically rape an English sentence, throw all the words out and turn it around, and then suddenly it makes sense in Korean. It's really weird.
I want to try to learn it eventually, but for now, just learning to communicate, like, everyday stuff is more useful.
How about like the team house? Do you really like the environment? Is that the first time for you to live in a team house?
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever been to a team house. I like it. It might be a bit too lenient, like there's no strict practice schedule, other than before the GSTL match, we practice all the maps that aren't on ladder with each other at a set time, but other than that, people just wake up whenever, go to sleep whenever. We just have lunch and dinner together, other than that.
So you would prefer to have like a more strict schedule for practice?
Maybe not too strict, like you hear about sometimes, especially in Caspa, but maybe a little more strict.
Do you have your own room in the team house, or how is that?
I do. It's like a small room with a book.
It's probably pretty cool.
It is. I don't know how much I would like living in with other people in the same room sleeping.
So does everyone get along quite well? How is it, for example, with cleaning? Do you have a maid who also cooks for you? That's quite common in team houses. Or how does that work?
We do it ourselves. There's not that many people living here, so it's not a big issue. But I've heard we might be getting someone to cook after, but I don't know, because no one there can really cook. And
So what do you eat?
I can cook.
McDonald's all day?
No, I don't want to eat McDonald's. I can cook somewhat, but not Korean food.
What can you cook?
But mostly Mexican stuff.
Mexican?
Yeah, I like
Okay,
Mexican.
I'm
It's
gonna
my
come over to the Axiom house at some point. You have to cook
We
Mexican.
actually went to Costco and stuff, and there was no Mexican ingredients. So.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's really a little bit annoying. A lot of the things that I used to eat in Europe, I don't get here. And I went everywhere. Apparently there are a few markets in Itaewon,
Yeah,
like the
Itaewon.
foreigner strip where you can get a few things, but it's like, yeah. But Korean food, you like it?
Mostly. I don't.
That was a big no right there.
No, it's just I don't like kimchi.
You don't like kimchi?
Not at all.
It's actually funny. A lot of foreigners that I know, they really like kimchi. I mean, Mana hated it when he was here. Do you have bulgogi?
Is that the what is that?
It's like a form of Korean barbecue. This is one of the basically when Mana was here with his brother and with Draco, they ate it once. They loved it so much that they ate it every day. They didn't eat anything else.
What is it exactly? I might have had it. I just.
It's just like a form of Korean barbecue, like meat that they have.
I don't know.
Okay, if you didn't have bulgogi, then we're definitely gonna take you out at some point.
Okay.
But you had Korean barbecue.
No.
What? You didn't have Korean barbecue?
I don't like red meat, so it's kind of hard.
That's the first thing that Koreans have to do. They take someone out for have Korean barbecue. It's the most important thing here. Okay, we have to work on that. That's definitely something we will catch up.
Okay.
How do you like kimbap?
Kimbap.
Oh, you didn't have that either?
Wait, what are those?
What do they feed you? That is like awful.
What are they? Are they?
It's like the sushi rolls.
Yeah, we had. It's not actually like sushi though.
No,
It's like seaweed.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we
Seaweed
had
with
that.
rice and
We had that for lunch before coming here.
okay.
And that's the first time I had it. It's okay.
So
It's pretty good actually.
you've been here for how long?
A week and a half.
What did you eat? I mean, I went through basically all the basics that every foreigner eats when he comes to Korea first. So what did they actually have?
They like getting like takeout chicken stuff a lot. And they got Chinese food. They got Chinese food twice.
Yeah, okay, the takeout chicken is always the lazy alternative. If you don't really know what you want to eat, you can go for the takeout chicken. That
And
always
I
works.
like the noodles, just ramen.
Yeah, that's also pretty good.
Yeah.
That's definitely true. How long do you actually plan on staying?
Maybe 3 months. No idea yet.
Okay.
I heard Canadians are allowed to stay longer with their visa, but don't know if I want to. Don't know if it's fine with the people at the team house.
Yeah, usually, I mean, if you want to stay longer than 3 months, what most people do is just do a small trip over abroad and then you can come back. Your terms for the individual league, are you planning on participating in the Code A qualifier?
I'll play the qualifiers. I don't know. I was offered a seed for season 1. I haven't talked to Mr. J for season 2, but I don't want to see it. I don't think.
You want to make your way through the qualifier?
I do. I said that in an interview like a long time ago, and
Okay.
I'm sticking with it. But I don't really like the seed system, even though like the reason it's for foreigners that don't want to stay very long, so they don't have to go through the whole thing. But
Yeah, I personally really never liked the Code S seats. What I liked a lot more was were the seats in the up and downs.
yeah,
I felt that was like a good compromise that you could prove that you're good enough for Code S. But are you a little bit afraid coming into the qualifier? It's Heart of the Swamps, it's a new game, there are so many new Casper players also coming in, and a lot of people say that this is going to be the most difficult qualifier that we've ever had.
it's difficult, but I think it's still easier than playing like a CODIS if you get a seed or a CODIS 7 or up and down seed even. It's worse to get seeded and get a free seed than just bomb down. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't look good.
So I mean the team must be pretty happy winning against Team MVP today.
Yeah.
What are your goals for the season? Did you talk about that at all? Do you have like a certain goal that you want to reach?
I don't even know how the format works other than the
Oh,
round
wow.
robin start.
Burn. Yeah, basically we have, I guess for now it's probably at least making the playoffs, but yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna definitely harass you with that question and the next thing that we will
Sure.
make at some point,
Yeah.
then you have to be ready.
Okay.
Will we see you play next time? Will that be enough preparation for you to play? So I think you
Probably.
play again in 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken.
I'll be ready. I'll be confident, but it just depends because we'll have 7 players then, and you only play 4, so it depends how the maps works and who I'd be playing against. But yeah, it's definitely a possibility, maybe even probably a probability.
How does your practice currently work? Do you practice a lot custom games or do you really just focus on the ladder and drive games out?
I've been laddering a lot recently. It's you kind of I think you kind of need to at the start of this room to learn all the new strategies that other people are doing, learn what you want to do with strategies. But also, I was practicing for ZVZ, which I was going to be doing today. I was supposed to be sent out against Monster, but I said I didn't feel confident enough.
Okay.
I've been playing, yeah, ZBZ customs, then we play against each other player on the team house on each map that's on the ladder every day, leading up to a GSTL match, so
Alright, pretty cool.
half and half.
Will we see a stream on it?
Probably. I didn't want
Not
to,
too sure yet.
probably, I didn't want to right before the GSTL match, but maybe. I've been having some rest issues the past 2 months.
Oh, okay.
They were quite bad, but they're getting better now, and I learned some stuff to help with it, so I couldn't really play for a long time. I had to take like break every like hour or so it's kind of hard to do that when you're streaming, because
Okay.
people don't like that. So, but probably I'll be streaming sometimes. I don't know if it'll be regularly, but definitely sometimes.
Okay, pretty cool. Feeling like playing on the ladder in general, do you feel a big difference between the Korean ladder and what you experience on the Acer? That's one of the big issues that everyone is always asking. How do you, as a pro gamer, experience the difference?
It's a lot harder if you can be players that can get rank 1 GM1 NA, like can't even get into GM1 Korea.
Oh wow, that bad.
Yeah, it's a lot different. There's like maybe 5 players only on NA that are actually good practice on ladder, and my MMR on NA was so high, I only played against like 10 people or less ever, and it took like 13 minutes to find a match. So
wow.
it's a lot better, and
It's a lot more challenging and helps you to develop.
yeah, definitely.
Pretty cool. Alright, I don't want to take up more of your time. Thank you very much for the interview.
Thanks.
And good luck with staying in Korea, and I guess I'll see you at the next GSTL match.
See you. I think it's in 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, thank you for the interview.
Thanks.